next group of exercises are going to be to build on strength. So there's a video on increasing mobility. If you guys want to check that out, I'll put the link below. But you want to make sure you have mobility, and once you feel like you've worked on that, then you can start building on strength. And the first one is going to be a mini crunch. So we want to put the ball in between your knees. Hands are going to be right over the thighs. And you're going to start by taking a deep breath. As you inhale, lift your chin up, and then as you exhale, tuck that chin in and reach your hands to your knees. So you want to create tension here, squeezing that ball, and then coming back down. At the very top of the motion, you can add a glute squeeze as you create tension by squeezing the ball. And then to progress, you can add a kettlebell or you can add some weight to make it a little harder. The next exercise that you're gonna do is a side plank. So you're gonna get not just a neck strengthening exercise, but you're also gonna strengthen the shoulder, a little bit of that mid back and core, which helps stabilize the neck. So sometimes we can have neck injuries because there's an overutilization of muscles here because we don't have sufficient strength in the segments below. You might find that this may be a little challenging if you don't have strength in your shoulders. So you're gonna place your elbow right underneath your shoulder, and your knees, once I come up, should be in alignment in the same line as your elbow, keeping the head in neutral. Now here's your side plank, and now from here you're gonna start moving your head. You're gonna rotate, rotating the neck, looking down, coming back to the center. Okay? It's not going to be an easy movement, especially at first. Be careful that you don't side bend though, okay? So make sure that the head is in neutral, and then turn, and then come back to center. So our next exercise is going to be bird dog. All right, so you're going to grab a block and you're going to put this right on your low back. So this is here to make sure that if you tilt and that block falls, or you can feel that, you have a little feedback to make sure that you're in the right position. So you want to grab your block, place it on your back, pretend there's a wall behind you, and if you have access to a wall and you want to push that leg there, it's another great way to have a little feedback. So keeping yourself nice and straight, bring that arm up, and then hand comes down. Push that leg back, arm right by your ear. You're kicking your leg out, bringing your arm up. If you want to challenge yourself, you could bring your elbow to your knee. Exhale, inhale. So you saw, I'm glad that happened because that meant that I wasn't stabilizing. So do it slowly. Kind of see if you can feel to make sure that you're not losing control. All right. So this next exercise is going to be a prone W to Y. So we're going to strengthen the muscles behind the back that are going to help stabilize the neck as well. You're lying on your stomach. You're going to lift your chest off the ground. Your feet can stay on the ground. So you're going to start from here and then bring your arms to a Y position and then pull down to W. And then you're making a Y and a W. So this next exercise is going to be a bent over row. You can do it without any equipment, like a bench, or if you have something like a box close by or even a chair, you can use it to hold on. So I'm going to show you both ways. So the first one is just if you're freestanding, you want to get into a kickstand position, push your hips back. You're going to make a fist with the other hand, so you don't want to put your hand here because that's going to keep you from activating your core. So make a fist and then pull that elbow towards the ceiling. This is if you do have something to hold on to. So again, you want to get into that staggered stance and just put your hand right here. You're bent over and you're going to pull that elbow towards the ceiling. Make sure when you do this, there's a little pause at the top and then slow down to control the weight. Maintain that position. Exhale up, inhale on the way down. All right, so this is a bonus exercise. Sometimes we'll find people that have what's called cervical radiculopathy or having neck pain and then tingling or sensation, sharp pain into the arm. This is something that you can do, and this is called a nerve glide. So sometimes we think that it's just muscular, but the muscles could be protecting a nerve or a disc that could be part of the issue. So what you want to do here is you're going to turn your head and you're going to go ahead and extend the elbow, and this is the end of the motion. So at this position, I'm stretching the radial nerve. But I can stretch it here, or I can stretch it from the neck. We're not gonna stretch both ends because that's gonna aggravate things. So I'm gonna show you how to glide the nerve so that you're extending one side, the distal end, and then the proximal end at the neck. Look towards your hand. Now, if this is bothersome, and maybe for you, this is where you are, so you just do this part here, and then you bring it in, side bend. And these are dosed depending on what you have going on the hour, every hour, for about 30 seconds. And just kind of shake things off after that. If you have any specific questions for you, please reach out to us. We're going to put our phone number and email below, or if you're on socials, you can follow us that way as well.